software integrated in?
Yeah, actually, it's available, but probably I'm not going to use it. There's a problem, a technical problem here. But the thing is, if I want to do this same transaction with the voice, with the help of the nuance integration, it's specifically called Nina, and I just need to do is, when I click on the avatar, I can say, I just want to send to Mark 5 Turkish liras. That's it.
Is it all?
Yeah, I Garanti knows, Mark's account number and 50 Turkish liras, and she asks you, okay, do you want to send Mark 50 Turkish liras? When I confirm it, done.
Ah.
If I want to save money, the only thing that I should do is, say 50 Turkish liras. It saves. So we use the nuanced integration for navigation, but on the other hand, we can do some simple transactions for today. But we are working on it. And very soon, people can do every transactions, with the voice commands, on Garanti.
So Brian, I'll pick up on the voice thing a bit in a moment. I'll just drag us a bit back to social, because I wanted to get diverted to voice because it's so fascinating. But with the social side, how do you feel about that?
A thing about social for us is social is incredibly popular, and it's where our customers are.
Yeah.
And so much like mobile, there was an earlier joke about the Palm Pilot. So we actually started out mobile on the Palm Pilot, and we shut it down because there were no customers there. So we restarted it, right? And it's incredibly popular. There's 10.5 million customers using our mobile application these days. Social, I think, is the same way. Our customers are clearly on Facebook. They're out there on social media. They want to engage with our brand. They want to talk to their bank. And so we're out there now, mostly in a servicing context in social. I think we'll see, over time, we'll begin to do other things. I don't know if you're never going to see your account balance posted on your Facebook wall, right? People don't want that. People want privacy and security from their bank. That's our #1 job. But I'm a huge believer in things like behavioral economics. I think if we could tie into your savings plan and your goals, where you could share information and have your friends encourage you with your savings goals, it's hugely successful way to encourage people to succeed financially, which is why I come to work every day, right? I want to help customers succeed financially.
Joanna, I think Amex have been world leading in there. Everyone's aware of the Sync program. At least I hope they are. Can you tell us how successful or otherwise that's been?
Yeah, it's been highly successful. Where we sort of intersect with social from our perspective is about bringing buyers and sellers together, because we see social as being a place where primarily people are discovering, they're getting recommendations, they're confirming that this is a sort of product that I want to go buy. So from our perspective, we've really used that Sync program. It goes across Facebook and Twitter and Foursquare, like some of the other programs that are being talked about today. And it's been really mostly around offers and driving foot traffic into merchants and driving foot traffic to different types of brands. Highly successful for us. It started really with the credit and charge card portfolio and is now moving into the rest of the portfolio that I'm involved with. We have the same view on the transaction piece, though, as the two of you as well. We have also through our Serve app, we have the ability to be able to P2P money within the Facebook environment, as well as P2P via cell phone, etc. But within that environment, it's been an interesting test. But really, the main focus for us in social is about distribution for our products, servicing, and then also bringing the buyers and sellers together and making discovery of different products and services and brands much more exciting and personalised.
Brian, I want to shift the subject a little bit to the interface between people. So we tend to think of digital and we think about people communicating with servers, in effect. But actually digital can be enormously useful at facilitating conversations between human beings, and particularly in an in-branch environment or with a salesperson and a customer, particularly between, for example, a bank and SMEs. Are you looking at how you can use tablets, for example, or in-branch technology of one kind or another, or even smartphones, as a tool to facilitate those conversations?
Absolutely. I think one of the things actually Deniz mentioned and we've discussed before is, mobile is really the first time in the history of a banking channel that we're not asking customers to choose. So typically we say, customer visits a store, or they call us on the phone, or they're at the ATM. And for the first time, customers are actually walking into our branches and the other channel's in their pocket and it's with them. And we're actively looking at ways that we can really create some amazing both sales and servicing experiences by leveraging the fact that You can have a customer logged in on their mobile device, in their Wells Fargo app, have a banker on a tablet, and then have interactions, whether it's via QR code or NFC or just in the cloud, connecting bankers and customers and leveraging that sort of simultaneous channel sort of aspect that is mobile. That's really different about mobile. For the first time, it's you can be in two channels at once, which is really different.
It's really interesting. So, we've got 5 minutes to go. I think we'll open it up to the audience for questions. Are there any questions for the panel, please?
We put them to sleep.
There's a question here.
Just a quick question.
We've got a microphone.
Hi, I'm Christina. I work with Benjamin as a writer. Just a question for you about sending money on to your Facebook friends and Foursquare contacts. Do you have to both be customers of the bank, or could you send it to anyone?
There are 2 ways. The first one is Garanti knows the accounts. So the first way is if you're a Garanti customer, if I am a Garanti customer too, then I can send you to the accounts. But I'm a Garanti customer and you are not.
Yeah.
But I know your telephone number, cell phone number, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can send money to your cell phone number if you know your cell phone number from the Facebook integration. And when I send to your MSAC your cell phone, then you can withdraw that money from any Garanti ATMs in Turkey, which are more than 3,500. So it's easy. You don't need any card. You don't need any account. We can withdraw it directly. But at the same time, if you are not a Garanti customer, then of course at that process, I'm offering that please be a Garanti customer, and there are many offers there.
Great, so it's a marketing channel too.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Another question.
Hi, in London we have Barclays have Ping It. So basically anyone can, like you said, have just a text, have a number, and you create a mini or micro bank account, and you can just text money to each other. How do you see that going forward? Because everything that we've heard is, owning bank accounts, being, big customers. So Barclays Ping It is kind of like micro payments to one another. How do you see that re-envisioning banking?
Brian, can I ask you to pick that up first?
Sure. So Wells Fargo has a product we call SurePay, and it allows you to send money to anybody with a U.S. bank account using either an email address or mobile phone number. And as part of the development of that product, we talked to customers and we surveyed them. And we sat down and we said, tell us about your experiences today with these P2P products. What is it that you like and what is it you don't like? And the thing that we heard over and over again is they don't want another account. They don't want another password. They don't want another place to manage their money. They want the convenience of having it come directly from their bank account, directly to the other person's bank account, and no intermediary. So really our strategy is really focused on listening to the customer, that feedback, and we go direct account to account.
Joanna?
Yeah, we within the Serve environment at the moment, ours is actually closed, so you can P2P among Serve accounts. We're also looking at how we can introduce bank account to bank account, Serve to bank account, and other channels, other social networks, other bank accounts, etc. But I think over time, just like the telecommunications industry moved to being open so that you can, operate with outside of your network, I think the same thing will happen in the payment space without a doubt.
I often use the metaphor of the ATM network.
Yeah.
It used to be you had to always check the back of your card to see what ATM, will it work at this ATM?
Yeah.
And now you don't even think about it, right? All the ATMs accept all the cards. It'll be the same way in the P2P space.
One additional thought though, just in terms of like what we're seeing happening within the financial services and payment space, in addition to sending money conveniently, the other area of massive disruption is really around things like traditional alternative banking products and features. So things like being able to remotely put a check into your account. Things like finding alternative ways to send money to people rather than use MoneyGrams. And those old traditional alternative banking, that's really probably where the area of disruption is most likely going to be prominent in the next little next few years. Bill pay, putting cash onto a digital account so you can purchase things online and pay bills, really opening it up so that you can have a really, financial inclusion will be probably the key over the next few years, especially here in the US.
I think,
Deniz.
yeah, depending on markets, for example, Turkey is an emerging market, and I think in Turkey there are 28 million non-bank customers, or they are not customers, they are non-bank. They don't have any accounts, 28 million. So if you are in a market like this, then this kind of P2P, or let's say one-sided remittance, local remittances are really important. That you can get them, into the bank, or using as a marketing tool. So for example, our P2P, Jet Bank, also you can see it's on the screen. You can send it to a social account or a phone number. We announced it, in 2004. Today we have, more than 400,000 users there, and the one transaction is cost, 1.25 Turkish lira. It's almost, 0.8, dollar cents. So we make also commissions here. They are not bank customers. They don't have account, and we make a lot of money, and we acquire probably 10,000 new customers from this service in every month.
Wow.
And just the opportunity here in the US is 70 million, like in terms of that same segment. So huge opportunity to democratize financial services and really make it financial inclusion a key thing.
So as a facilitator, I find this session incredibly easy to wrap up. There is much more innovation happening in financial services than I think most people out on the street would recognize yet. And for an industry which has, I think, long been tarred with the brush of being old-fashioned and not up to pace, I think what's happening, and personally I think it's been mobile which has turned this, is the banks have realized they've got to innovate fast, and they're galloping into that into innovation in many markets, and that makes it a really hot area to watch. So with that, thank you very much. This has been a great session. Thank you very much to the panelists.